Welcome to the internet. I'll be your guide, and today we are talking about disability because everyone needs a disability in 2024. That's just how it is. We have to put the disability in our bio. We have to celebrate our disability. We need to get special treatment for our disabilities. But of course, if we have a real disability, if someone actually has a real mental disability, if you say it's a mental disorder, that's a big problem. But it's okay to pretend you have a disability when you don't really have one. That is the typical leftist nonsense. And we are dealing with a leftist in Alana Pierce. Now, Alana Pierce used to work for IGN. She worked for Santa Monica Studios, Game Studios. She worked on God of War Ragnarok. She's been a YouTuber. She's been in the games journalist, games industry for a while now. And she has had a take that is going mega viral on social media, and she's getting roasted. Now, her overall point is simply a pause button. That's really what she wants. She wants a pause button. But the points she makes about children and people that have children shows how tone deaf these people really are. And to try to speak something like this into existence is next level derangement. But let's listen to her own words. Now, this is off of a video. Elden Ring DLC is too hard, and then puts in parentheses, it's not. Here is the clip that everybody is talking about. Let's listen in.
Is consent. There are long-term disabilities. There are situational disabilities. There are temporary disabilities. It counts as a disability where a video game like Elden Ring is concerned if you have a kid. You have a 2-year-old, you're trying to play Elden Ring, you can't pause. That is a situational disability that you have, where the game not having the option for you to be able to pause, for example, is a hindrance for your particular disability, a situation is concerned.
That's amazing. Let's reword this into normal person words for what she said. Let's reword this.
There are long-term disabilities. There are situational disabilities. There are temporary disabilities.
So there are long-term responsibilities, there are situational responsibilities, and there are short-term responsibilities. Being a parent is a responsibility. It is not a disability at all. And the fact that you're trying to say that being a parent in any way, shape, or form is a disability, that is a typical leftist mindset right there. Because if you want to sit there and over time refer to your kids as a disability, you will then get to a point where you just resent them. Well, I could be playing video games, but my disability needs my attention. No, it's a responsibility. You are responsible for that child. It's a responsibility. But of course, leftists always have to do this bullshit right here, and it should surprise no one. Now, I love the defense of this. The defense of this is apparently using the inclusive Microsoft design toolkit right here. And my 199 is covering up, but that third column, so it's permanent, temporary, and situational. Situational, touch, new parent. So it's got this in the inclusive Microsoft design toolkit. And the tweet we're talking about is a guy right here. It's literally in the Microsoft inclusive design document as a situational example. It's literally there. Well, thank you for it's literally there. Thank you. My God, these people are so fucking retarded. It's unbelievable how out of their minds they are. Now, Alana Pierce has responded and said, having a kid can be a situational disability where accessibility is concerned. If you need to pause a game because your kid is running around your living room, but you can't, you'll have trouble playing games with no pause menu. Here's a bunch of info about it for anyone who's genuinely interested and not just trying to rage bait. So having a kid is a situational responsibility where accessibility is concerned. Now, again, the whole point she's trying to make is she's trying to argue for a fucking pause button or making the argument for a pause button and how that could accessibility bullshit. Just play games, and certain games are going to apply for it to you and some aren't. But quit making things for everyone, because something made for everyone is something made for no one. End of discussion. Make shit that people are interested in. And there are people out there that that can't even use both of their hands and that are better at video games than me. Because they're amazing. Because they've actually tried to overcome what their real disability is. And no, I don't mean having a kid. It's people overcoming real disabilities and showing that they are willing to do what it takes to have enjoyment. And it's just the stupidest argument where always worrying about catering to a minority of like a few people. The masses is who you need to worry about. I'm so tired of the leftist mindset. These people are out of their minds. They really are. Now, I did go through her replies, and she's already blaming the rage bait guys. Let's see right here. This is all that everyone has been trying to mostly say here. Instead of just saying, actually, it's a fact, just hear out some parents and understand why it's weird way of saying it like that. She goes, no, dude, I very much had to respond to this way I did because people are acting like I invented it, saying something completely different because the grifter dudes intentionally misled them. The grifter dudes intentionally misled them. It's all the grifter dudes' fault, not her fault. Has nothing to do with her being a complete idiot in what she said. Nope, it's the grifter dudes. They're the problem. It's somebody else's problem that she said something retarded and she's getting called out for it. It's someone else's problem. Typical leftist mindset right there. I mean, I just, the way that they're gonna end up resenting their kids is really sad. I remember an interview. Gosh, it was years ago, and I can't remember specifics of it. It was an interview with Denzel Washington, and the interviewer was probably asking him about, like, his responsibility of being a great actor, because Denzel is one of the greatest actors of all time, and that's not even a debate. That's a fact. And so the interviewer was referring to something about Denzel being a great actor, responsibility or some bullshit like that in acting, and he says, the most important thing you can do in life is be a parent. And focus on your kids. I'm just an actor. That's nothing. Being a parent, that's the most important thing I can do in life. And I'm like, damn, this dude gets it. Now, could you imagine Denzel, one of the greatest actors of all time, in that interview, and someone going, you know, Denzel, you're one of the greatest actors of all time. Do you feel a responsibility to, take certain roles? And he goes, I appreciate that, and as an actor, I wish that I didn't have a disability of having a kid, but I have a disability of having a kid, so therefore I can't take even more roles on. But if I didn't have that disability, I'd be able to even have more acting jobs. I'd be able to make more money. That's the leftist mindset that Alana Pierce would like for Denzel to have, where Denzel would be like, yeah, I wish I could take more roles, but that disability of having kids, man, it just gets in the way. Like, that can apply to anything. Any person that has a kid could refer to their kid as a disability by the logic in which she is introducing it here. And now I know she's not the person that made up the term, but she's using what she claims is an industry-wide term, which makes a lot of sense because the industry is a pile of shit. So that makes a lot of sense that people within the industry, people with pronouns in their bio and all that weird shit would use language like this, that kids are a disability. Unbelievable. But if you're the type of person that thinks that your kids are a disability because you can't play a fucking video game, then you're probably not someone who should be a parent. Like, I love video games. I love video game culture. I created something called Geeks and Gamers. Video games are fun. Video games are great. They're exceptional. And they do have real world impacts on people in certain situations. But there needs to be a clear line in the sand that your kids are more important than the fucking video game. The kid that you decided to bring into this world, the kid that you are responsible for, that is far more important than your video game. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.